Hello and welcome to another Fireside chat with one of the authors of Beyond Conditioning. Today I'm with Daniella Schoch and she is joining us all the way from Switzerland. You are Swiss. Oh my God, I don't even know where you're joining us from. You're traveling so much all over the world. You're a real global citizen. Welcome.
Thank you. Well, I am from Switzerland, but I'm actually joining you from Spain, which is where I live right now.
That's right. Beautiful
Yes.
Spain. So
Yes.
Daniella, tell us what you're doing and what you're doing in the world. What is your
Well,
magic?
I am a lifestyle strategist, and I mostly help women who are in that later stage of life to create a lifestyle that they really love and that suits where they are in their life. So it's coaching, it's implementation, integration, it's working a lot with the feminine power and what I call the empowered feminine or the mature feminine, and really helping women to become who they are and at that stage in their life really do what brings them joy, using their gifts, expressing their gifts, and having an impact in the world. I think
Mm. And we all need to tap
that's
more
pretty much.
into, we all need to tap more
Yeah,
into our feminine flow, right?
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So how did you get into this work? And this also ties into what you're sharing in the chapter
Mm.
in Beyond
Mm.
Conditioning. So I'm really always curious, why do people do what they do? What was your inspiration that led you to now helping women in this way?
Well, I actually started out coaching like many years ago, actually in 2006, in the company, in the job that was working at. We didn't necessarily call it coaching then. We called it leadership development, working with high potential talents, helping them to navigate their career and figure out their next step. But it was coaching. And then when I left my corporate job, I realized that's really what I was always passionate about, helping people also to answer these bigger questions in life, like why am I here? What is my purpose? Where am I going? What brings me fulfillment? So I took a few twists and turns, but that's how I ended up getting into that work as well, and really helping to make those deep and profound changes. So I'm more of a transformational coach where you really dig deep into your belief system and into your purpose and your values and your vision for your life.
I love that. And what made you join our book Beyond Conditioning?
Well, I always loved writing. I've always been writing, but just for myself. And I did have that tiny little voice in my head that said, maybe you have a story to tell that you should maybe share with a bigger audience. So writing a book was always, a little bit there. But then, of course, it's a big project. It's a big undertaking. Wouldn't even know where to start. And then when the offer came to be a co-author, I thought that's just perfect because I can do it with some guidance and I can do it with other authors. And I already had a topic beyond conditioning, which resonated with me deeply as well, of course, because of my own journey and the work that I do. So it was an easy yes. And I was very excited to be invited into it, actually. It was my honor.
Yeah, beautiful. And I really loved what you're sharing and the wisdom that you're bringing. And on that note, what is your intention and your hope for the reader reading your chapter?
Well, I think it's that inspiring, hopefully, women on their own journey because I had a big plan of moving to Amsterdam and building a new life in Amsterdam. And as you know, or as I said at the beginning, I'm actually living in Mallorca now. So there's a little twist. And it was just my own journey of, going through some personal moments and really trying to figure out my place in the world. And what I thought from my rational mind made sense did not make sense. And I ended up somewhere completely different, but guided by my intuition and yeah, my heart, really opening up my heart again to what I really want and listening to that knowing that we sometimes overrule. So I was really not allowed or able to overrule that. I really had to listen, and that's the journey that got me here to my life and to my work and yeah, everything that is my life right now.
Yes, and that listening, it's interesting, isn't it? We listen and then it takes us one place and then suddenly there's a dead end and then it's like, oh, now I need to listen to something else. I wonder why I even got here. And so that
Exactly.
journey is something that you are unpacking in your chapter and, with the intention, I imagine, with the hope that, to helping other women to also understand the different voices in the head and the listen, what are we actually listening to when we're listening, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
unpacking that
yeah.
even, yeah, in a
And
bigger
for me,
way.
that in this, I'm sharing like a big journey of how I was forced to listen. But I think it also translates to those little moments in life where you're like, you have an intuition, you have a gut instinct of what you should be doing, and you're overrule that. So really inspiring everyone to get back to listening in the small moments, and then listening in the big moments as well.
I love that. Yes. So listening is a big key. And
Mm,
Daniela, thank you for joining us here today and for the wisdom that you're sharing in the book, as well as the little nuggets, the little teasers that you're sharing with us here. The book will be out on April 5th at 9 a.m. in Europe and Australia, April 4th for the US. So make sure you look out for the link so that you can really find out more about the work that Daniela is doing, and her incredible chapter of how she has listened her way through the globe, around the globe, right? Following the
yep,
signs,
yep,
literally.
yep.
All right. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everything that you do. Bye for
Thank you so
now.
much.